Greetings and patience. This is Limitless Alchemy 808. I'd also like to start off by saying that I'm mystical, I'm magical, I'm magnetic, I am the main event, I am the total package, and I am always chosen. And I'd also like to say that so are you, for you are just a mirror of me, and I am a mirror of you. Now with that out of the way, you're most likely here because you read the title and either felt a surge of nostalgia or you are indeed afraid of the dark. And that's something that has been not troubling, but sort of tugging at my heartstrings a bit, I'd say. In the spiritual community, the darkness is symbolic with a lot of things that are considered evil, if you will. We also must remember that a lot of great light workers were considered evil, or are considered evil. So it's just something to add to the confusion, I suppose, which is, confusion and chaos in themselves are very lovely. It's just so much movement and challenge to overcome or transmute or finally have clarity, if you will, order. In any case, the darkness, it just, I think it's still a lot of conditioning from religious dogmas that darkness is equivalent to evil. If that were true, then why is anger and rage always associated with red, which is one of the brightest colors there are? But again, confusion, chaos. So, to bring some light on the darkness here, I love darkness. Might be the astigmatism or the fact that I have light colored eyes, but it's easier for me to see in darkness. A lot of times the light hurts my eyes. I'm really bummed because my sunglasses, which are prescription, messed up. One of the lenses popped out and I can't figure out how to get it back, so I have to take it to the optometrist to have them fix it. But it's just been really fun driving around, no sunglasses during the day. Definitely avert my eyes from the brightest parts of sunlight, but I love the sun. The sun is necessary and loving and giving and also destructive. So anyways, other people I've spoken to have said that they can see in darkness a lot better than they can in light. And, then that brings to mind those of us who don't have, biological sight as one of their senses, and they've always been known to say that their other senses are much more heightened. We've all seen, I think it was like Kill Bill or any of those cool martial arts movies where they're training and they get blindfolded and have to, fight the sensei or some sort of other obstacle. And they overcome it because they use all their other senses, which are much more heightened. And so to me, darkness is very comforting. It's very soothing. You can hide in darkness. I mean, it's very, it's nice cloaking, you know. And while I'm never one to do nefarious things in darkness, there's just a lot of people out there who are afraid of it because they fear something lurking in the shadows. But I've always told my kids there's nothing there in the darkness that wasn't there in the light. So, you know, I mean, I've seen lots and lots and lots of things. I've had so many experiences throughout my life with other beings, and, you know, the only demons that exist in our lives are the ones that we create. Literally, there's collective demons, of course, you know, depression, anxiety, suicidal ideation, just sort of, you know, all of the darker parts of us, I guess, if you will, or maybe not even darker, just the more troubled parts of us, the more turbulent parts of us. So, you know, it's just, if you're afraid of the dark, then you're afraid of those parts of yourself that you're not willing to address, that you're not willing to look at, because the darkness is also shadow, and shadow has a lot to do with inner child, things that, you know, parts of us that we're told are not acceptable, are bad, are, you know. And I heard somewhere that you know, parents do that to help their child avoid hurt and pain, you know, along the way. And as a parent, I can definitely say I've imparted my experiences to my eldest son. My youngest, it's a little different with him, because I'm in a different place, of course, of my life. So my mindset is completely different. But when my eldest was younger, I imparted a lot of my past experiences to him in hopes that it would help him to surpass me, excel past me. But really, I've realized that I'm just placing my limiting beliefs on him, and I'm taking away from him the beauty of life. So since he was born, I knew he would learn. He liked to learn things the hard way. He's very terco. So, which is fine, because I really appreciate that about him, that he's very contrarian and doesn't just take everything, you know. But there's still some things we can work on. But, you know, I'm not here talking about my kids. So I'm talking about all of our kids, all our inner child, all of us. So when you are afraid of the dark, you know, you're afraid of just sitting silent, still, in darkness. Is it because you don't want to hear the little voice that's gonna come up and say the things that you're not ready to address. I mean, in the tarot, we have the Two of Swords, and I got a download about the Two of Swords, you know, and during the time of the 111 portal, and time is an illusion, I mean, but in this human experience, quantification. So I pulled some cards that day, and sure enough, Two of Swords came up in the reading, and you know, I'll post that reading so you all can partake of the energy exchange there. But I brought the 3 tarot decks that I currently use and wanted to just put them on the screen here so you could all look at them and pull them together. So let's see if I can get them all at once here. Maybe like that. Okay, you can see it, right? So this one is Tarot of the Divine, middle is Gorgon's Tarot, and this one is Murder of Crows Tarot. So as we see in Tarot of the Divine, she doesn't have a blindfold, but she still has her eyes closed, and she has 2 swords. Now, 2 swords is a lot about a decision, a crossroads, what we're not willing to see or not willing to address or recognize. And also about guarding. It's also a card about guarding ourselves. And in these 2 here, Divine and Gorgon's Tarot, she's got the swords crossed over her. You know, one has fire all around, the other has just water. I mean, she also has water behind the crescent moon. But in the Murder of Crows Tarot, the swords are either this cross here, I believe, but also the 2 crows. And this deck was the one I was thinking about when I got the download, because she's using the crows to guide her. She's putting her trust in the crows to tell her what they see. And there's just so much about significance about these cards and what we're all going through as a collective, you know, not just in the United States, but all over the world. We're all one. We're all connected. There's no separation. Your wins are my wins. My wins are your wins. Your losses are my losses. My losses are your losses. We are society. Each and every one of us. Each and every one of us here to make a contribution. Here to live our lives of design. It's just so impactful. When I say something like that, I just sit there and take that all in, that each and every one of us connected by an invisible thread of energy. Some connections are different colors, different thicknesses of the thread, but nonetheless, we're all still connected. And this is a thread that cannot be unraveled. But in the darkness, you can trust your other senses. You can trust your higher self, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, even demons. It's because you are the discerner. You are the creator of these aspects of yourself. It's all just yourself, all of it. The universe, God, Source, Buddha, Shiva, all of them. Jesus, Osho, Mary Magdalene, Pisces Sophia, Allah, all of them. They're all you. They're all inside you. Nothing is separate. Not a thing. And given that this experience is a projection, is an illusion, it does us well, it serves us well to go beyond belief, to go beyond seeing as a seer. I involuntarily read people and just immediately know what they're all about. I mean, I don't know everything. A wise being knows that they don't know everything. But given that the universe, God, is within, we still have that inherent knowing of everything. It's more so the limitations of ego that we put on ourselves. And I was watching someone earlier, oh man, I forgot the channel, but he was talking about integration of ego, and I definitely feel that that is something that is integrating in my current reality. And thank you, universe, is just thank you me, thank you us, thank you everything that we're evolving and awakening as a collective. We're moving past all these densities. And I don't know about you, but it just starting to feel so much lighter. Like, even with everything that's going on and around the world, there's still somehow a feeling of lightness, a feeling of buoyancy. I mean, moment to moment, you know, things change. But overall, the energy is just bubbly. And that has a lot to do with the internal world affecting external world. Even with everything going on, we can still transcend that and live the lives of our design. And the more progress that we make, the more confirmations of the possibilities we give others. So I'm gonna end it here because just looking outside, and I'm gonna go for a nice walk in the dark, see what I can see. And I would love to thank you all for the likes, comments, subscriptions, and just, messages. And of course, the energy exchange. It's reciprocity, and I appreciate it. But I will definitely see you soon in the next one. And know that I love you so much.